Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah,
bro. Fix your face, man. Fix your face, man. You look really constipated. He look like he got a turtle head. That's how I got a. That's how I got a turtle head face.
Killed Kings of Comedy, and the rest of them was just.
Who? Bernie Mac. Yeah, Bernie. I only watched it for Bernie Mac.
It should have been Bernie was Mac,
right.
Comedy, and everybody else with him.
Yeah, pretty much. Bernie Mac was all right, but now we know the best jokes in his routine came from somebody else.
Bernie Mac, or you mean Cedric?
I mean, Cedric, not Bernie Mac. Cedric. Bernie Mac was the best, but Cedric, I liked Cedric routine, but now that I know my favorite jokes in that routine was cat shit. That's crazy.
Right, JD, you had them little 10, 15 page books and you can read them, but the ones I was reading, it's a criteria for them to count them. They have to be like over 45 pages long.
Yeah, the reading Olympics. We had reading Olympics. It had to be a certain amount, but I know what books you're talking about though, because I used to try to cheat with that shit in the reading Olympics, and they was like, I read like 20 of them joints back to back. Yeah, try to hand that shit in.
I used to have piles of booking tickets for the free personal pan pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have piles of them shit. So you had to take tests on the book before you got a ticket.
What's this channel called? Stevie Knight. Shout out to Stevie Knight. I ain't subscribed to him. I watch a lot of his videos.
Paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
That boy Katt Williams has shut the internet down with this interview we had up on Shannon Sharp, bro. I ain't even peeped it. I can tell by the damn feed on Instagram, bro. It's just Katt Williams.
Yeah, everybody else.
So who all I seen?
You can't find shit right now. You really, for real, you really can't find nothing right now but Katt Williams.
There's plenty of stuff going on. You just have to fix your algorithm.
Kevin Hart.
All right, well, look,
and
bro.
then did it on the Kings V, and you still, and that's
we diving on in a chunk of it now.
I thought it was some
nobody knows why liars.
What happened?
We looking at the chain. That dude said
that shit woke.
But something's going up and down.
Woke folk.
It could be.
No, I don't think that. Yeah, it's just woke folk.
Lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch.
That's crazy. And then if you watch, I seen a video where they lined the joke up, and you can see all he did was change their vehicle around.
The joke he stole was in the commercial for BET at the time.
Exactly. But you know what the problem was, though? It was Katt's best joke at the time. It was his closer. So once it hit Kings of Comedy and went national, Katt couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, because then people like, oh, you stole Cedric shit, but in all actuality, he stole his shit. See, this is
and then Scruncho had to stop doing his shit too. That shit was corny, bro. You could at least pay them for it.
Cedric then came to him and apologized in the background, but they won't apologize in public. See, that's that bullshit right there.
You want to apologize? Apologize to my bank account.
So he won't come after you. Cause Katt say, let and one of them be in the room together. Bet you won't be the same when they come out.
Yep. That shit hit 20. They said that shit hit 10 million views in the first 24 hours.
Oh, and he also spoke on when BET changed Comic View from, you know, the one that got the most laughs won to everybody got an applause.
Yeah.
98
in 2019, and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like UK doesn't line up. At the Comedy Store do it in 2019, and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit.
The man unit.
Yeah, I did wonder because they said, because remember the rumor was he kept his barber with him and he got
had
a
a toupee. That was the
yeah, but the whole time it was the best toupee in the world.
Right.
Because I'm like, yo, even if you
Steve
bring
Harvey
a barber, eventually this shit gonna go back if you keep cutting it every day. You know, every time you do a show, every time you make an appearance, you shaping it up. Eventually your hairline is gonna go back. So I don't believe that.
That ain't even it.
No, it will. I trust me. I've seen it.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying in Steve Harvey case, that ain't it. His shit been pushed back since like the early 90s.
Oh, and then he tried to say my wife said
it
was
George
sexy.
Jefferson.
Nah, he said, but I remember him saying he took it off because he said his wife said it was sexy. Nah, that's not why. That Williams exposed it, and then he tried to lie and say he stopped because he had too many doing comedy because he had too many TV shows. I remember the comedy championship between him and Katt, and whoever won had to stop. And Katt smoke. I watched this shit when Katt slid on the floor. Was like, I'm little. I fight dirty and slid on the floor. That was my favorite part.
Chef's Void. This is the first meal.
Yeah, he took it off his HBO special.
Excuse the hell out of me if I couldn't wait till after this live. Y'all be killing me. Y'all act like folk robots and don't need to eat and shit.
Well.
Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star.
I seen the man unit part on Instagram and seen all the comments about it and shit, man. Is it
what best lineup in the business? And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
And yeah, that came out to light too. That was fucked up. Like, how you gonna smile up in the nigga's face and try to take that nigga money? And what he's talking about is the Ocean's 11 part.
Yeah, Steve Harvey tried to get Bernie yanked. They tried to get his part.
Yeah, he tried to get Bernie yanked up off the joint and steal his part in Ocean's 11 or whichever one Bernie was in. He was in all of them, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That was corny.
He passed before the last one.
That shit was corny, yo. And then you just try to smile up in the nigga face. You lucky Bernie ain't fuck him up. He said Steve was using the wig since the beginning.
He has, yeah.
Ooh, that soda.
Didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none.
You look like Mr. Potato Head. Yo, I've been saying that the whole time. I was like, yo, this nigga look like Mr. Potato Head. He got the same ears and the head shape, and then when he turn around, like, that roll on the back of that hot dog. You got the hot dog, the big sausage neck. You know what I'm talking about? The niggas that look like they got a pack of hot dogs on the back of their neck. He got one of those. He just got the big sausage. The 7-Eleven. What's that joint that they sell at the 7-Eleven? The Bahama Mama. He got the Bahama Mama neck. Yo, fat nerd. Oh. Yeah, bugging. Remy on some shit today.
You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink it. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fuel.
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing about it is he said we ain't gonna let you drink no more. I ain't seen you pick up the motherfucking glass yet. I was thinking that when he said that when I was watching the interview. I said I barely see you pick the fucking glass up. Katt just tripping. You know? He felt some type of way. He was watching all those He definitely watched all them episodes. Shannon pointed that out too. He said, you was watching. You know too much. You was watching. He thought he got away with all the shit he said.
Shit, bro. Bang.
I've had a sip, less than you.
See? He said I had a sip, less than you.
The truth don't need motivation. I've had a sip.
I don't know, Katt. We might
I
not
don't
let
know,
you drink it
Katt.
more. You. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't
Bro,
let these.
this got 8.4. It's 4:30 in the evening. Like, with this.
Why he ain't a movie star. Don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even.
Hold on, I didn't mean to do that. He said he over here looking like
Starts. He's supposed to be singing. These dudes like
What he got?
sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star.
I ain't gonna lie. I said it did look walrus body built ass nigga. He definitely did. Stuck arms just sitting. You know you big as hell that when you put your arms down and they sit on top of your stomach, like not at your side, they just on top of your stomach, like god damn. You know his artery. He just looked like somebody with a clogged arteries. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't trying to make fun of fat people. I'm just saying he just looks very unhealthy. He looks
Who
like
he talking about now?
dead.
Cedric the Entertainer?
Yeah, he just looked like his arteries are very clogged. I'm just saying. His stomach is his armrest. That's what
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling
Boy, he
jokes.
got
That's why he's
smoke
called the
from
Entertainer.
everybody, dog.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't
He let
write
you join the album.
jokes. He did.
Right. He definitely did try to do that in one of his comedy specials. Nigga was singing Frank Sinatra and shit. I'm like trying to dance. What the and he was like ballroom dancing. What the fuck is this? Y'all ain't see that special he did? I think it was like HBO.
I don't watch Cedric.
The nigga was singing like Frank Sinatra songs and shit. I'm so serious. He was singing like Frank Sinatra songs and ballroom dancing every 2 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right trigger. He always been kind of big on the chunky side.
And then he had the nerve to say my comedy special speaks volume. I'm talking about your biggest comedy special, and nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. We watched. Yeah, I'm talking about your big.
Him and Steve
special.
tried it after the Kings of Comedy, but the only thing that kept that afloat,
and nobody know what I'm talking
was
about.
Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie. Bernie held that together. If D.L. and Bernie wasn't on that tour,
is when Bernie Mac got his TV show, because it was based off that one joke, him downstairs.
Yeah, I know, but if Bernie and DL wasn't on that tour, nobody would have watched.
Basically,
4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if Bernie wasn't on there, nobody would have watched it. Maybe a couple of people would have watched it for DL, but not the rest of them.
This is a classic case of ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Right.
They're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
Or Tubi.
And Tubi is the home of the bad movie.
Yeah. I done watched some shit on Tubi where I'm like, God damn, this shit don't even look real.
Did they film this on an iPhone?
Yeah, that's what the fuck did they? Who they? No,
Quad,
they
that
filmed it
shit
on that
lasted
Android.
1 season, maybe 1.5, and I think that's
Yeah,
him and
some
Steve.
of them look like they was filming them on Androids, the
Mhm.
old Androids. Yeah, like I said, all the shit Katt said, it keeps
Yo,
turning out to be true.
all I know is when Bernie Mac passed, everybody turned around and looked at Steve like,
Fuck you doing here? The fuck you doing here?
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me,
Hold on,
Katt, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
Facts.
No.
Quaz, all 4 of them did, but Bernie's the only one that lasted more than a couple of seasons,
Right.
from what I remember.
No,
Because I never watched none of them Too Tough.
what's the name? I ain't never watched none of them neither. I think Steve went for a couple seasons.
Cash. If you or a loved one has seen Cedric the Entertainer live and was not entertained, please call 1-800, give me my damn money back. That number,
Right.
once again, is 1-800, please give me my damn money back. This
Right.
shit is whack.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I
Right.
don't say any.
That's a great statement.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very great statement.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite.
Winners are not allowed to let losers rewrite history. Bro, that was fire.
Winners are not
Yeah, I'm still in that.
allowed
Hashtag
to
that
allow
shit.
losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform.
And that's another thing. He kept making it seem like he really wasn't defending himself. Everything that everything that he's addressing was spoken about him. Yeah, this was spoken about him on that platform. Why is he not allowed? He's making it seem like, come on, Katt, come on. What the fuck you mean, nigga? You ain't gonna say all this shit about me and I can't defend myself. A couple of tweets ain't defending myself.
Right.
And he ain't on Twitter.
Katt ain't finna. Who was that talking about? They were fussing on Twitter with somebody else, and neither one of them had their Twitter page.
It was Dave Chappelle. He said, I saw Katt. And
Yeah, he said, I ain't got one either.
He was like, sir, I don't have a Twitter. He was like, well, I don't have one either.
If you give a liar a platform,
He been holding on to this bit, bro.
And hold on,
but months
a lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is.
That's crazy.
He ain't lying, crazy. No. It's like any other, but like he said, it's like any
but
other.
What? But I don't understand the Friday part, because Ricky Smiley wouldn't have been convincing as a pimp. Why would they even ever? That's the what made me believe it. I was like, why would a director cast somebody who looks nothing like a pimp instead of the cast of a crackhead? Because he looked like a crackhead.
They gonna find all the black people that meet certain points.
True.
Ricky Smiley,
and he willing to put on the dress.
They act like they only have a handful of each thing to pick from. He was one of the hot ones at the time, but it's somebody else named he mentioned on there too. Bradley or something, Brandon. I don't know these people.
Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined.
Wow.
He's not.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
So Earthquake, they gave him a show and they put cue cards in front of him.
They found out he couldn't read.
Was it live?
No.
Is there a video? Some audio, something?
Now, I don't think that
Where he
shit
was
ever
filming it,
made
he
it
was
to the
filming the
airwaves.
show. Why didn't this motherfucker get somebody to memorize it or
I don't
something?
think it ever made it to the airwaves, and from what it sounds
Oh,
like,
man.
they didn't know Earthquake couldn't read until it got down to the wire.
Why
So I
wouldn't
think
they?
that's one of those ones that just got yanked.
What the fuck did he think? How far did he think he was going to get in Hollywood or acting? Or it not being able to read?
And then they share secrets, and this is the age of truth.
Right,
and,
look,
and,
just because the
and the truth
old
doesn't.
heads could do it, don't mean you can. Because the old heads didn't have no choice.
Right.
These dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets, and this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated?
That's a good point. And that's the same. That's where I got that idea from. I heard him say that. With Hassan Campbell. Can anybody name one person that was around them, saw them, eyewitnessed it? No. And same thing that he said. I don't never hear. I've never seen anybody say, "I saw a cat high. I sold drugs to Katt." If there are any videos, feel free to send the link.
No, they had all kind of shit. They arrested him for a whole lot of stuff, but ain't none of it stuck.
But it's never no proof. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's never no proof.
5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Katt, damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay.
Not.
What comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. Hold on. Let me let the commercial go by. Anybody want to donate? No, man, I can skip it. Anybody want to donate to the YouTube Premium Fund? Feel free. This shit ain't free. I gotta turn my premium back on.
Oh goodness.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Fazon liar. There's no
Fazon too. I forgot. I see that motherfucker on the feed too, bro. The show crates on.
Fazon said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Fazon got?
0.
Exactly. I was going to say I've never seen a Fazon Love special. I seen the like 10-minute special on I think it was like HBO. He had this box haircut. He was really young. This was old, really old.
It was on probably Def Comedy Jam.
I'm not sure, but he wasn't as big. He damn sure wasn't that big. And I think Fazon, I think like his brain.
It wasn't but a couple of places you could get something filmed back in the day. That was Comic View and Def Comedy Jam.
I think his brain is fried. Because if you listen to his interviews, like he draws a blank too often when he's talking. Like he draws a blank. It's too often, and it's like he's stuck in a realm for like stuck in another dimension for a split 5 seconds when he's talking in between every sentence. And I'm like, yo, is he like? You know what I mean? Like one of them niggas that did too many hard drugs and it fucked his brain up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he remind me of when I listen to him talk.
So why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do.
Yeah, that's what I never understood neither. Like, why is he considered a comedian? I thought he was an actor. I didn't know he was a comedian until I saw that old special, but that was the only what's the name? Yeah, I saw that too. They saying Katt Williams stole a routine. Corey Holcomb said Katt Williams stole a routine.
JB Smooth's routine.
Yeah. All right. Well, when JB Smooth come out and say that, I'll believe it because Corey be talking some bullshit sometimes.
Do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a
bars,
journalist.
Yeah,
that's all
like
I'm saying.
Bars. Ain't that you can really combat.
Okay. I don't harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that.
Hold on. Who's it?
Whoa.
Face.
He Googled it too.
It came up first. What y'all think? That's one. Bruh, this shit going so viral that the like I typed in Rick and Ricky Smiley came up first. That motherfucker ain't popping. I know his wife, Portia. She cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Portia. She's straight. That's Ricky Smiley wife. So that must not be one of the weird face ones because her face don't look that weird to me. I know Steve Harvey wife be on some shit.
Yeah, she weird. Basically what he's saying is all their wives look like the same type. And they do.
That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up.
This nigga is crazy. He called them big dick deviants. That's a strange way to put it. Okay.
For all of them, it don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Got a point there. Hold on, let me let this commercial go by.
Let me drop down so I can re-image this other computer because I need the processing speed from this one. But I really wish he's listening.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for coming up.
The truth is the light.
I didn't have no more of these.
Amen.
Gee.
You didn't know what you was into, bro. You said do some shit with this one, boy.
He got Shannon way. He's let me get another one.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Yeah.
We good now?
Because the people want to know why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script.
Bruh.
That is crazy though.
Nah, he had bullets in the clip, bro. Cause I just seen what he referring to when I was driving to the gym today. Where the fuck is it? Did I save it? That's a direct shot at Kevin.
You keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's defamation and slander. That's defamation and slander right there. Damn, Kev.
Bravo, young sir, bro. And I'd imagine that's gonna be a segue into giving Kevin that smoke now too.
Ow.
Yep.
That's why I'm.
Cause I did see a joint on that. I just didn't click on the video. Now I know what the fucking video was about. They said Kevin, this is Katt and regrets it because now the internet went and checked that shit. what Katt was talking about. Look at all his whatever the IB, whatever the fuck he was saying. They went and checked it. And Katt, lo and behold, Katt was telling the truth. So Kev, goddamn Kev, I don't even know what to. I can't believe none of these niggas no more.
Saying that's why I can't.
Katt, the only nigga you can believe right now, because, well, you never know. But so far, everything that the nigga's saying turned out to be true.
Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play. Like I did far.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Because I remember another content creator saying, you know, sometimes they give the part to a person first, and then at the last minute, you know, give it to somebody else, and that other person don't know. That could be true, but like I said, I find it hard to believe Hollywood would cast Ricky Smiley to be a pimp. And then top that off, he wrote the words for it. He created the hair look, the wardrobe, and all these other aspects of the character. How did they cast you to play a character that he basically created? But people actually corroborated that they saw DMX on hard drugs. Nobody has ever said they saw Katt Williams on hard drugs. That's what Katt tried to say. But I get what you're saying. Big trigger. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that too. But like I said, until I hear the person that they stole it from say that they stole it, I can't say it's true. But I did hear that, Jada. It might be true. You never know.
Far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could set the record straight. Mike Epps could set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies.
Right,
but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has.
Oh yeah, exactly. Why didn't you ask him that? Why didn't Ice Cube ever say that? Why didn't Terry Crews ever say that? Why didn't Katt ever say that? You're not asking the questions that you should have asked the people that brought the shit up, but you asking Katt about it, defending what they said. That's the part it's like, damn, bro, you trying to bait this nigga, trying to make him seem like the bad guy.
Has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. Like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally, when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or I've ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless.
That's his go-to. I'm from the projects. I used to walk around with one shoe. Let me tell you something. I'm from Cleveland. Y'all. I used to walk around with one shoe. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Stop lying. You like too many suits to have been poor.
Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week.
Wow.
They just tell the stories. Homeless. Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5.
He make it seem like, if you listen to Steve tell the story, you make it seem like before, like the world started knowing him for doing all his shows, he was poor. If you listen to it, it sounds like just before he got to where he at right now. He was just walking around homeless with one shoe in Cleveland. Nigga, you've been touring for 30 years. Shut the fuck. This nigga was crazy. This nigga crazy. Yep, basically, he could talk all this shit. Because everybody did some old gay shit. And Katt stayed the fuck away from it. That's pretty much. Jenny, Mr. Switchy. What's up, y'all? Back up. Go play.
5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man.
I must have missed that part. I definitely missed that part.
You forget that? You told us it was
He said,
cash.
You told us everything. He said, you told us that it was your wife that got you here. And then left her and married somebody else that think like a man. God damn.
Doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Tory did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric.
No, but motherfuckers definitely have been trying to rewrite history. You heard about the Mandela effect? That shit turned out to be a fucking hoax, because a lot of the shit that like the Fruit of a Loom sign, how they said they had the little basket in the back. Fruit of a Loom even came out with the logos, right? And tried to make this woman feel crazy. But this woman is a hoarder, obviously, because if you still got fucking clothes from back in the 90s, you's a fucking hoarder. Found the whole Fruit of a Loom shirt with the tag, with the basket in the back. And that there's a couple other fucking logos where they try to say, oh no, that wasn't the original logo. That everybody kept saying, nigga, that's the logo. They actually went and found products with these fucking logos on them. So the Mandela effect has been proven to be fake, and a test to see if they can rewrite history in front of our faces. And that's what these celebrities been doing for a very long time.
And Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies.
Here we go.
Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Tory did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA, and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person.
Damn. Now that you think about it, that's crazy. Listen to what he said about Kev. Damn. And motherfuckers been saying it for years. Like, Kev is a Hollywood plant. And I always thought it was funny how this little nigga just blew the fuck up and was just so loved. And I mean, let's not forget what Katt failed to mention is, though, he had already did a couple movies with Beanie Siegel and Jay-Z called Paper Soldiers, and it was something else. And because I remember we used to watch the bootleg all the time. Kev was doing movies over here in Philly, but it wasn't Hollywood movies. But it was with celebrities, Beanie Siegel and Jay-Z. They was hot at the time. This was around State Prop and State Prop 1 and State Prop 2 time.
To a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
Yeah, I've never heard that neither. I've only heard celebrities say it.
Already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA, and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
So you see that?
Yeah. He make you think about a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. Katt make you think. That's why I fucks with him. Now, is he in his ego a little bit? Oh, yes.
Wholesale University is where you can get.
Oh, yes, definitely. He's definitely in his ego a little bit, but hey, I guess niggas get it passed with that shit when it's the truth. Hold on, let me let this commercial go by. I ain't gonna be trimming shit. Hey, 2 seconds. Hold on, there we go.
Did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Right.
Tough.
Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case.
That's hard.
That do make a lot of sense because Gary Owens is funny. He got the complexion for the connection, but somehow, some way, he ain't blow up because he ain't trying to get that ass up. Hold on for a second.
I've always wondered that about Gary Owens myself too, bro. I've seen a lot of fools blow up from the deaf comedy scene. Gary Owens has been doing this shit for the longest, bro. And he a white boy. I would expect that motherfucker to just got them at least do better than everybody else is doing. And he, low-key, I ain't gonna say in the same spot, but I'm sure he himself would say he is not where he thought he would be, 2 decades later, bro. And that motherfucker.
Jenny, tell your homie I appreciate it from both of y'all, and tell him he's funny. I just got the message on the Cash App. Tell him he's funny. That one was funny. He said, "This is from Jenny. I don't know you." That was funny. That was hilarious. That was some funny shit. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. He said, "This is from Jenny. I don't know you." That made my day.
It's funny.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
That isn't his metaphors and the way he keep putting his shit together is hard to argue with. Even if the nigga was wrong, it'd be hard to argue with the shit he's saying.
Serial for his ass too doing this shit. This is cool.
Boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
At all.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was.
That
doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do?
Okay.
He did all of that. I'm thinking.
Okay, I get it. I was going to say, because either way, that shit was funny.
I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo.
So you wonder what they did to get it.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
Hey.
Woo. all of that, I'm thinking my people at my talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out. When I changed teams, that remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
Whoa, hey, yo.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, hey, yo.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was.
That
doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I?
Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Nigga, you gay.
I bet you that was his reaction when he asked him too. well, Harvey said, "Whip your dick out." Come on, Katt. Whip your dick out. Katt looked at him like this.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
He looked at him like, "Nigga, what?" He said he asked to suck my dick for $30 million. This nigga was trying to gobble glizzies for $30 million? What the fuck type of freak shit was going on in his brain?
Boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
At all.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
I got these cheese.
Absolutely.
And he always was.
That
doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo.
So you wonder what they did to get
I told him, no, what y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
Wow. Now I get why he said that. So right after Harvey Weinstein asked him that, he said he'd get the script and there's 3 other black actors there. Hold up. The fuck y'all? Oh, whoa. He said, that's why I walk in the room, heads go down. If I'm already aware of this, and I come in and there's 3 other black niggas there, and then they see me and their heads go down, I'm gonna ask the same question. What did you do, or what did he do to you? Either way, it ain't good.
Hey.
Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no.
Because why it takes so long to get on the fucking fire ass platform to talk this shit like this? Man, I feel like we've been missing out.
Because you can't shut him down. You know, as easy as a TV network could. You know, Shannon has control over his own show.
Jealous, but him
now just give him the mic, and let him talk, bro. This shit is fucking gold.
Right. But in my face, no. The king has walked in, and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows.
That I pointed that out earlier. And he also lost that competition because I remember when the competition happened, Steve wasn't hosting none of them comedy shows. I mean, none of them TV shows. He didn't have none of them.
He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And
that's why he took the wig off. He tried to say his wife thought
went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars.
Wow.
What?
He got so big and it was Bernie and them fault because they wanted to do movies. I ain't see that, but that's crazy if he really did that. Blamed it on Bernie. After he died. Why? Fuck nigga shit.
You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean?
On top of that, you blame, but you try to get that nigga part. But then turned around and said, I couldn't do it. He couldn't keep doing Kings of Comedy because Bernie and them wanted to be movie stars. Maybe that's why he called and tried to undercut Bernie for that part. Because Kings of Comedy, he know nobody wouldn't have come see him. He can't do his own shit. Ain't nobody going, he ain't selling no tickets by himself. This is like Trip C said, this is the classic case of ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. So he probably was mad at Bernie and them, like he probably felt some type of way, like y'all know I need y'all to do this comedy thing. Try to undercut Bernie and get back at him and by stealing his part, but it didn't work. It actually backfired.
You didn't want to be a movie star. So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
So we find ourselves in a time with economic uncertainty, inflation, interest rates.
Shit. It's so hard not to catch these Jones, man. Anybody want to donate to the motherfucking internet fund? I think it's like $14. We got one donation. I ain't even look how much it is yet. I just saw the message. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be letting this commercial go by. Cash App going along the screen at the bottom.
So no. Fazon's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like you.
Right. That's why Ricky Smiley never went nowhere, because if you see all his other stand-up shit, if he's not doing the old lady and talking about the church, it's not funny. And then even that old lady routine got old. And then he tried to switch to Lil Dow. Oh, Lil Dow. That shit wasn't funny. Terrible. I ain't even get it. Like, remember we did the first 48 with Lil Dow? He actually got the real first 48 people to do it. Shit was terrible. I didn't get it. I'm like, where's the funny part? He's just sitting there like that, Lil Dow. I'm like, okay. He's Lil Dow. Where's the jokes?
You can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you got a black woman for. Sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right. Come on, we need 5 people with we need 5 people with $20 who got it. I wouldn't ask for that much. I thought it was gonna say 5 people with $5. But hey, you heard the lady. But don't say I said it. That's Jenny's demand. But I'm not gonna argue with her.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100 city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's one thing to do 19 tours, but to do 1,900 city tours consecutively. and sell out them motherfuckers. I haven't heard too many comedians do all that. You know, I'm not up on the accolades of all comedians, but I haven't, me personally, I haven't heard that from any other comedian.
Lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Tell me how good you look.
Right.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get some.
I want to protect it real quick because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999?
Yeah.
Because it came out in 2000. So I just want to
No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said, I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay,
you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000. So I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, So if I said the dates wrong,
I was going to say he said the dates wrong, but you can go to the commercial, and it'll be in 19. The timeline might line up with the commercial. So even if he got the dates wrong, you can always fact check it and see that he just got the dates wrong, but he's telling the fucking truth.
Yeah. So
let's go and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up. It takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke.
Wow. And he asked people to corroborate that really happened. At least one. Scruncho. And, they try to say Scruncho was lying about knocking TK out. Come to turn to find out, the nigga wasn't lying. So Scruncho ain't known to be no liar neither.
2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
Right.
And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car.
He said, and you ever see the story of Scruncho telling him the day Katt found out? Katt was in the audience when he did it and called Scruncho and was like, I'm about to kill that nigga. He was like, why? He said, the nigga is doing my joke. And he was like, what joke? He said, nigga, you know what fucking joke. The one he came and said he liked. And Scruncho Comedy now was like, yeah, and we own now, blah, blah, blah. That's a compliment. He was like, I'm glad you feel that way because he's doing your jokes too. He said, which one? The pop locking. I was like, damn, that's crazy. These niggas is stealing jokes
into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Damn. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times and Katt didn't do as I stand before you?
Yeah, right.
Shannon.
You right.
I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these.
You would have bust this
in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been a lot.
Hold on. All right, here goes Ed joke.
Right behind y'all in space shuttles with Cadillac grills. Nigga just rolling, one headlight out, Tags be all wrong. All base. Y'all know we'd drive a space shuttle too. That's right up our damn alley. A space shuttle is long. Ain't scared no black folk. We'd drive a space shuttle. We grew up driving long cars. We'd drive a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce and a quarter. We get us a cigarette. We be in a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce. We get us.
Here you go, Katt.
You ever had your car radio up so loud that you couldn't hear the damn thing when it cut off? It looked like this. You flossing in a 6-inch convertible.
That lined up too quick. Yeah, I remember this shit on Comic View too. That shit lined up too much for it to not be stripped from him. And then the fact that you saw him do it before you created yours, that's really suspicious. That's even more suspicious. The fact that you created yours after being spotted watching him do his. I don't believe in coincidence. Yeah, I didn't know that was Katt neither. That's what I said. I said I remember that nigga. I didn't realize it was Katt neither. Yup, and then you act like you gotta start it back up.
Did you know that gamers and tech?
That shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Katt crazy. Oh, let me let this commercial go by. I ain't even mean that to make that. I ain't mean to make that rhyme. Charles, thanks for the donation. $10 more, we can get the YouTube back on. Get the premiums back on. God damn it. I know you're not about. No, I don't give a fuck about these surveys y'all keep trying to give me.
Look awfully similar to me, man. I remember the.
It's too similar.
Shit, man.
It's way too similar.
Sometimes have a problem, but we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth. Let that change the content because then if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But and there are these alliances in comedy.
Yeah, I mean, look awfully similar to me.
And there are these alliances in comedy, and if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Katt Williams won Cedric the Entertainer.
That's how Jaded. The first wave of comedians, most of them either came from SNL or well, no, Eddie Murphy was the only one that didn't do Def Comedy Jams. But you know what I mean? Like the first wave of hood comedians that the hood loved, except for Eddie Murphy. They all came from Def Comedy Jams, right? And then the next wave, like my generation, y'all niggas was already adults when when my generation was coming up, came from Comic View. And now it's YouTube. Now everybody coming from YouTube.
Entertainers and Anheuser-Busch Best Los Angeles Comic Award. Did you win that award, one Katt Williams? It's a simple yes or no. It's not a rhetorical question.
It's a question that probably should have been asked to Cedric the Entertainer.
I'm asking.
Right. Why do you keep asking him questions that you should have asked Sid?
I got you here though.
I know. I couldn't believe Cedric didn't get asked that question. You tell a dude's joking and give him an award, and then 10 years later you don't know nothing about it. Hey, but I promise you this.
What?
If he sees me again before he sees you, he'll be talking different when you see him. That's for certain. That's the difference. That's what these comics understand, is that I'm.
Katt came for blood. Metaphorically, that is. But Katt went for the jugular right away. And I understand. They've been stomping all over Katt for the last 10 years. And no matter what he said, nobody would listen. Now he's on the platform with motherfucker. They damn sure listen this time. Now we're in the era of exposure. He fits right in. We're in the wave of exposure. Everybody's getting exposed. And before Katt even did this interview, that's probably why it was the best time. And Katt probably, he's a smart guy. I probably knew it was the best time because people were going back to his old interviews and shit that he said about Diddy. And then that led to people going to other videos that he said winding up being true. So while that wave is hot, why not do it now? Why I got everybody's attention. I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm pretty sure that was his strategy. His strategy.
I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout. But eventually the Lord is gonna let me and you be in one hallway. A lot of these dudes go. Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years. Like, it's like that. Why? Yes, because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought. I have far less play in me than you would like.
I'm pretty sure that statement wasn't true. But maybe your personality. Is that what he could be talking about? Because I'm pretty sure he's not talking about his size. I consider myself a small guy, and I can tell you he's a small guy. I can tell you he's a small guy. I know what the fuck I look like standing up all the way on camera. And you smaller than me, so I'm pretty sure you look the way I think you look. I gotta hit her with the Umar. She drawing. Get out the bowl. Gotta hit my daughter with the Umar. Get out the bowl. She think it's funny. I'm about to trash her.
And I'm relentless. I'm out there. I'm still, to this day, I play 11 games of basketball with a 20-year-old. The record is 92-6. This is just in the yard, just to the rack, just because.
You work out, Katt? You work out, Katt?
Not to the gym.
I bet you that 20-year-old is the 92. He said the record is 92-6. So somebody won 92 times and somebody won 6 times. He never mentioned who got the 96.
You don't work at the gym? You do push-ups, sit-ups?
My whole life it was just push-ups and sit-ups only. I would do like 100 push-ups a day. Just.
I thought you were gonna say 1,000.
No. Because this is literally every day.
Right.
This is not for the gram. You know what I mean? Like literally 100 a day. And I would do push-ups, and then I tore both my rotator cuffs. And so it was only thanks to golf that I was even able to get my
You a golfer now?
back. I've been a golfer for quite some time. My short game is impeccable. I can't get you but 2 and some change off of the tee, but I'm still coming in for par guaranteed.
You playing for the tips?
No. I've found that you don't get anything for that. It seems very egomaniacal. They go, hey, Katt, for free, you can go further back. Hey, what? Wait a minute, does it still count the same? Hey, I'm up at the ladies' tee. Don't tell me my pronouns.
I'm at the ladies' table. Don't tell me my pronouns.
On the golf course, I'm she, her, him, them, and they. whoever the front tee.
I know we're joking. We're having a great conversation, but you did win the award. How did the award help your career? It had to help some, Katt.
Nope.
God, come on, Katt.
I didn't remember it happened till you just said it. How can Cedric give you an award that was worth something? Everything Cedric and Ricky Smiley ever been in got canceled for not being funny.
That's true. I haven't seen. No. He did a movie with Martin. What's the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. That was the only fucking funny movie I ever seen Cedric on. Man, and it wasn't because of him.
Ricky sat here and told you that they cut him out of every movie he did. They always had a reason. Like,
hey, that's a fact, though, bro. I ain't even think about that, dog. You can't.
I ain't even think about that neither. Ricky definitely did sat there and told him they cut him out of every movie that he was in. Why would they do that? Nobody peeped that shit. Why would they keep cutting you out of movies? Can't say you blackballed. You willing to put that dress on.
That's why I'm funny, because I'm a happy person. I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums. Just to not be good at what you do, not work hard at what you do, but have to act like you the best at what you do. It is crazy. Right. It's crazy.
But they be touring. They be doing like 100 shows a year.
That's me. I don't run into none of them.
You said that's me, and I don't run into none of them. It's only but so many like mainstream, like big platforms where those big comedians can perform per city. So if they all doing 100 city tours, you're going to run into each other. Somehow, some way, you're going to be scheduled at the same, place somehow, some way, and somewhere in there, and he'll never see him.
That's what I'm saying. If you a Fazon Love fan, you mean you've been a fan of him for 32 years, you still waiting on him to do his first special? You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
I mean, Steve got a lot of other
DL still out there. Yep. None of those items matter to stand.
Right. DL still out there. Bernie died. And that's why I mentioned DL. If DL or Bernie, nobody would have watched that shit. Nobody.
Dub. Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things.
Right.
But not a writer.
Right.
Not a writer.
When you got into stand-up, was crossing over, was doing TV, was doing movie, was that a part of it? You're like, okay, I'm doing stand-up. Okay, the next progression is TV movies.
On FanDuel Casino.
Oop, there I go again. Come on, y'all. $10 more. We can get these damn things off. Matter of fact, even if we don't get it this live, I'll save it until we get to it. I did that last time.
The next progression is TV movies.
Throughout the history of stand-up, sir. That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star, you just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about?
Who doesn't want to be a movie?
No. I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, what comedian wants to transition to be a game show host instead of transition into a movie star? Isn't that the goal? From the stage to the big screen? Isn't that the goal? Not the stage to the television. Only way it's from the stage to the television is if it's in between stage to the big screens, meaning going from stage television to big screen. Nobody just wants to stay on television and not go to the big screen. See, niggas say a lot of shit. What Katt is pointing out is these niggas said a lot of shit that don't make sense, and nobody caught it until now. Katt caught it originally, but it took for Katt to point these things out for us to go, wait a minute, that nigga did say that shit.
What? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I thought you did Mark Curry's show over after he had just done hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Right.
Why would you do all of that man stuff that he did on his show on yours, and then do the dude's stand up?
Right.
You go on the road, and then you never put Mark Curry on your show or nothing. Like, if you don't say anything, these dudes will run over you. I don't know if you know how bullies operate, but if you don't stand up for yourself,
right,
there really is nothing they won't do.
Right. Do you consider yourself a king of comedy? Where the
No, they consider that. Like when after Bernie left, them same three guys I'm telling you about, the Kings.
Yeah. Right.
Because DL is the greatest. There's no DL slander gets tolerated. But they came to me. I was supposed to be the fourth king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie.
Right. And then Richard Pryor was alive, Eddie Murphy.
And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why?
Right.
Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was gonna be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you gotta close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best.
Right. So they turned him into the host. It was his tour. And they were opening for him, but you can't follow Bernie Mac. You can't follow DL Hughley. You can't follow Sid neither. You can't be the following actor. So they made him the host. Cause you know, come on, bro. Come on. You're tripping.
You better be careful, little buddy.